Welcome to Hardwood Inspirations, Woodworking, Metalworking, and Travel. Today's video will be putting shop sprinklers on top of our woodworking shop. If you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and give me a thumbs up if you enjoy this video. Have a very blessed day. So I'm not sure if you could see everything, but this used to all be trees. Last year we had a fire and it burned up 4.5–5 acres of our property. And then if you've heard about the wildfires going on right now, this is the view from our house. And if you can't tell, it is very, very smoky. The wildfires are on the north side of Prineville and we are more out towards the southeast side. But it's still fire season. We have 2 months left of fire season, so part of the reason of putting sprinklers on my shop and on the house is to help prevent maybe the loss of our home. I hope you enjoyed this video, and please hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed already, and that notification bell and the thumbs up if you're enjoying it. Have a great day. So the first thing I did was make the base for the sprinkler system on the roof. I made it out of 4x4 1/4-inch angle iron, and then I put some 1-inch angle iron on the top to hold the 1/2-inch galvanized pipe that I'm going to be clamping to these supports. These supports will not connect to the roof. They'll just lay on the roof, and there'll be enough weight there to keep them in place, and they'll be located on the ridge of the roof. So I hope you're enjoying the video so far. Here I am just deburring the edges of my supports before I start to do some welding on them. And here I am tacking the 1-inch angle iron onto the 4-inch angle iron. After putting a tack weld on the 1-inch angle iron to the 4-inch angle iron, I then proceeded to weld them up on both sides of the 1-inch angle iron so that the support was nice and solid. I will have one of these supports every 10 feet of my sprinkler system. So after welding these supports up, I'm going to clean them off with lacquer thinner before I paint them, and I'm going to paint them a satin black. So here's all the supports I made that would cover for the shop. There should be a total of 7. However, I don't think I will need all of them, but I thought I'd make a few extra just to be safe. And so I'm going to put a couple coats of black satin paint on these, on all exposed edges and surfaces, so they're well sealed and weatherized. So I purchased 1/2-inch galvanized pipe, 10-foot lengths from Lowe's, and I actually had other lengths too that I purchased. And I'm here painting those black so those will be less visible along the ridge line. This was just more for aesthetics than anything else, but since I have a black roof, I thought they would blend in then. And here I am laying out my supports and starting to do some assembly work. I will put a sprinkler at the very end with a ball valve, so I can use the ball valve to use compressed air to clear the system out for winterization. So just in case you're curious, I did my shop first for a couple reasons. One, it was a 412 pitch, a lot easier roof to walk around on. My house is a 712, so it's going to be a little more difficult climbing to the peaks and doing everything. Also, because I had not done this before, I wanted to make sure I kind of experimented using the shop as a whole to make sure my coverage was good and everything, and to see what kind of things I might have forgotten in supplies and tools. So one of the things I did is on the supports, I made the 4x4-inch angle iron 4 inches long, and the 1-inch angle iron 8 inches long, so that it would overhang, and then I used pipe clamps to clamp it to the support so it was more rigid. So the last part of the piping process was to bring it down over the roof, along the siding, and then down in front of the faucet that was right there available. And here I am connecting different pieces, and I will then strap them in place. The last pipe strapping that I needed to connect was right there on the fascia where it came over the edge of the roof. I then connected my water hose up to it and then connected that to the faucet to flush the system and then test it out. And it's hard to tell here, but the system's running and it's working very well. So there it is. It is working absolutely great. It is going way out here. So good coverage of everything on the shop and around it. There's our sprinkler system completed for the shop roof. So I actually wanted to show what this sprinkler system looks like. Here's the brackets I made. I put a ball valve on the end for winterization. There's the sprinkler head. As you can see, the bracket just lays right on the ridge line. We take the pipe, go along, did 30 feet of piping, and then put another sprinkler in. Every 10 feet I have a support bracket. And then at the very end here, one more sprinkler with a support bracket. And then we took the pipe, just let it go straight down to the edge of the shop. So with that, I came over the edge, did a 45, went around the corner, brought the pipe down where it could hook into a hose. And I tested this out and it's worked fine already. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Please leave any comments and have a great and wonderful day. Thank you again for your support.